What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Reezy, aka Ryan from NoFap Just Game, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys the Necromancer leveling build in Guild Wars 2. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So, if you're watching this video, you probably want to roll a Necromancer, or you already have a Necromancer, and you want to know what the most effective build is for leveling. Now, there's many different ways to level in Guild Wars 2. And the way this build is going to be revolved around is leveling in PvE solo content. By that, I mean the open world events, dynamic events, finishing hearts, collecting waypoints, all that stuff. Living story, any solo content. This is not a dungeon build. This is not a PvP build. This is not a World v World build. This is a build that's basically for, just zerging through the content of the game and leveling up quick, effectively. Still a lot of fun, a lot of damage, and of course a lot of survivability. So, now that that's out of the way, how are we going to build our Necromancer? Well, as you guys can see, I'm currently only level 66, and if you see my other video, there will be an annotation. I have been leveling as Minion Master. Now, you don't have to level as a Minion Master. In fact, it's not the best. I'm just leveling as a Minion Master since I had a lot of fun doing it. But what I do recommend is leveling as a Wellmancer. And like I said, I will get into that. But the first thing that you want to do is gear-wise. On your gear, you want power, precision, and critical damage when you get the chance. When you're lower levels, from level 1 to level 30, I think you can only get power and precision gear. You always want to get that stat, no matter what. Power, first and foremost, and second, precision. Reason for this is power is going to let you do more damage. Precision is going to give you more crit chance, and the crit damage will give you more crit damage when you do crit. Why do we want those stats? Well, our traits are going to make us tanky enough where we don't have to get any vitality or toughness from our gear. But what we do need is damage, because we won't kill shit if our damage is low but we're tanky. So we need to have damage. So that's what we're going to get from our gear, as well as our weapon. Now, weapon choice is all up to you. For me, and what I highly recommend in this leveling build, is using a staff, because staff is AoE, and with this build you can typically pull like 5 mobs minimum and just destroy them and barely take any damage. But I'll get more into that and show you guys an example of that a little bit later. So now you guys have that down. Oh yeah, same with accessories: power, precision, vitality. Sorry, power, precision, critical damage. But yeah, so now that we have the gear out of the way, let's go ahead and look at the skills. Now, actually no, before we look at the skills, let's look at the traits. So like I said, I'm currently level 66, so I'll show you an example of up to level 66 how your build should look, and then after there, once you get to level 66, you should know how to play the rest of this build. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So under death magic, wait, no, is it death magic? Let's see. Yeah, so under death magic, it's going to give us toughness and boon duration. Now remember when I said that our gear is going to be giving us a majority of our power and precision? We don't have any toughness, so that's what our traits are going to give us. So your first, when you get from level 1 to, when you get from 11 to 20, your first 10 points should go directly into death magic. And what you want to pick up is staff skills recharge 20% faster. This is important because it's going to make our marks pop really quick, and then also it allows our necrotic grass to damage faster, which means more DPS. Then we also get reanimator, which lets us summon a jagged horde whenever we kill a foe. Not really that important, but you know, we have to get 5 points into it anyway, so you know, extra damage is extra damage. Then from level 20 to level 30, you have 10 other points that you can put into. Now you want to put that into blood magic. So since we will be using wells and marks, you have to look for what will help you when you're using wells and marks. So what I recommend is you use Mark of Blood, because when you're going to dodge, you will leave a mark. And since we're using wells and marks, that's exactly what we want. Alright, so now we have 10 in death magic, 10 in blood magic. So as we continue to level up, you're gonna have 10 extra other points that you could put into. Now you can put it into spite if you want to. You're gonna respec once you get to 40 anyway, but I think I put it into spite and I just got increased down damage. But you know, it doesn't matter since once you respec to 40, you can continue putting points into death magic and blood magic. So let's say you hit level 40 and you can now put up to 20 points into a single trait line. We're going to go ahead and put 10 more points into death magic once again. And then we're going to pick up, let's see. Yeah, this. Greater marks. Increase the area of marks and marks become unblockable. Now, this is amazing because this is going to make our marks have a huge range, and it's also going to allow us to make them unblockable so they always hit, they always trigger, and our staff skills will allow us to dish them out more often. So, that's always nice. Then our next 10 points are going to go into blood magic once again, and we will be picking up here. Wells recharge 20% faster. So since we are using wells and marks as our main source of leveling, and to dish out damage, we will also get our wells to recharge 20% faster. Alright, so then after you put 20 points into these, both death magic and blood magic, you'll have 10 more points. Once again, you can put it into spite until you get to level 60, and then you will be able to put points into up to 30 into your main trait line. So once again, since death magic is our main trait line, we are going to put points into that. So the next thing that you want to get is, where is it? Yeah, this. Wells apply protection for 3 seconds when cast. Now, protection's obviously going to make us more tankier, and since we are using wells, I keep saying this, since we're using wells and marks to level up, why would you not want all the extra boosts that you can get from utilizing that? And also, by the time you have 30 points into this, 5% of our toughness is going to add to our power, which makes us stronger. Alright, so at this point, I'm currently level 66, so I only have 6 other points. What I'm going to put that into is blood magic. Reason for this is because we want to get blood magic to 30, so then we can get wells also siphon health every time they pulse. Basically, this means that once you put your well down, every single tick, you will get life back, which means you are more tanky, which means more survivability. Then, after that, you have 10 more points. You can put it into whatever you want. You can get extra down damage. Let's see what we get from curses. Oh! Yeah, my bad. Don't put 10 points into into spite. Damn, that's kind of late to say, but you don't want to put 10 points into spite. You want to put it into curses. Because curses will allow you to use ground targeting with your wells. And that's pretty important because with ground targeting, it's going to make everything a lot better because you get to choose where you want to put it down. So once you get your points into blood magic, you can go ahead and put the rest into curses in order to get that well ground targeting. So, now that that's done, the last thing that we have to do is look at our skills. So for our heal, we want Well of Blood because it's a well. Our second skill, we want to have, where is it? Well of Corruption because it's damage. It also converts boons into conditions on foes. You want to get Well of Suffering because, once again, more damage. Well of Power or Well of Darkness? They're both good. You could choose Well of Power, Well of Darkness. With, I think the Poison Cloud one, yeah, that's Corruption. I would go with Well of Darkness just for the blind because it's going to make you technically more tankier. It's going to make you technically more tankier because they'll be blinded. And then for your elite skill, go ahead and pick up the Flesh Golem because you'll get that 20 extra. You'll get that 20 extra. What the heck? Look at all those Quagons. You get that 20 extra toughness from our traits. So I'll be right back and I'll hop into battle and I'll show you guys the potential of this. Alright guys, so I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the potential of this build. Go ahead and pull these guys here. Why not pull the Risen Highlight too? Okay, so at this point we have a bunch of enemies after us. So all you really have to do is just place down all of your wells. Make sure to keep your 2 up. As you can see, my health is like not even dropping. There's a bunch of numbers going off the screen. Everything's dying almost instantly, and it's just extremely easy. All you have to do is just make sure to put down your marks. You have Death Shroud as a security blanket if you need to go in, deal some extra damage, or if you're about to die. And the damage is amazing. You don't even have power precision traits. You just have power gear. And as you can see, the potential is amazing. So I can't wait to be trying this out at level 80. This is not my level 80 build. I have a way better build that I've been perfecting, and I can't wait to show it to you guys once I actually get to level 80. And I will be starting a gearing series once I get to level 80 for new players that just hit level 80. So I have a bunch of projects coming up. I hope this video will help your Necromancers out, and stay tuned for my level 80 Necromancer build. Catch you guys later.